While I'm here grinding this, I guess I just want to get my thoughts out about the Genshin Anniversary. It's because, boy, that was a hell of a ride, and I just kind of wanted to, now that a lot of the worst has passed, I want to just get my thoughts in one place. And man, that was insane. Like, that was an insane thing to live through and to be a part of this community while that happened. And I don't know, honestly, how to feel. Because, yeah, the community did some heinous stuff. And I guess I feel bad in the end. I don't feel like things were really resolved. All in all, I feel like the community went way beyond the pale, way beyond what was generally acceptable, but they weren't left any other recourse, and there was no community voices to really guide them, and they don't have any direct company outlet to feel heard or validated. And so what happened, while not quite devastating, while upsetting, and I'm talking about the review bombing here, just the review bombing, I'll get to the other stuff later. It feels like they just it feels like they threw us a piece of meat to distract us and kind of get us out of their hair, and instead of just talking to us. And I don't feel like that was a great way to handle things. I feel like people are starting to move on because that level of negativity isn't really... You can't maintain that. That's not sustainable. So, I feel like that's why the majority of the kind of anger and protest has faded, because it just wasn't sustainable long term. But I do feel like the community's relationship with MiHoYo has been greatly damaged by this. And if they don't open up some kind of channel of communication, I fear that we're just on the road for another situation like this. Because if they continue to not communicate with the community, then the next time there is a problem that the community wants addressed, they're just gonna feel like they have to use the same tactics. And again, I'm talking strictly about the review bombing. And since MiHoYo didn't respond when their own, properties were review bombed, the community felt the need to spread it everywhere just to get attention, just to get noticed, which is understandable. Now, I've been pretty specifically addressing the review bombing this whole time, and now I wanted to talk about the harassment of the voice actors, which, entirely unacceptable. Like, I know that not everyone can be expected to know how the gaming industry works, but these are just regular voice actors trying to, in their extra time, communicate with their fans. They are not MiHoYo, and the way they were responded, or the way they were attacked, like, no one deserves that. They are people, and no one, even if they did work for MiHoYo, deserves some of the threats and negativity that was received by these voice actors. So I'm glad that it seems the community has learned a lesson there, because this game needs voice act. Like, this game needs to have a safe enough reputation that the people in the industry feel like they want to work with MiHoYo to produce this. Because if not, this game's just not going to be able to be produced, because no one's going to want to work with them. No one's going to want to work on this because the community is just so toxic, or so, I don't want to label the whole community as toxic, because a certain aspect of the community misbehaves in a way that is scary, and I don't want that to be the case. I don't want MiHoYo to not be able to find people to work on Genshin because the community is terrible to the employees there. But all in all, my thoughts are, I really wish that we'd gotten better communication, and I'm afraid that this sets a bad precedent, or not even sets a bad precedent. I'm afraid that this continues a bad precedent because I feel like the Zhongli situation is what set this precedent to begin with. And I should also clarify, I don't feel like all of this backlash was strictly about the rewards. This wasn't all about the anniversary, because there was a lot more going on. I feel like a big portion of this backlash was actually about Yoimiya and Kokomi. We have 2 5 stars now, and also Raiden Shogun, I should point that out as well. We didn't have good communication with Raiden Shogun about her limitations regarding Beidou. Additionally, Yoimiya and Kokomi's kits are not what you would call meta. People have some serious qualms that I generally agree with about both these characters. As much as I love them, and I really do love Kokomi. Kokomi is like not left my team, but they have some pretty serious glaring flaws that could have and should have been addressed before they came live. And because of that, people have serious problems with the characters, which I understand, and miHoYo is not addressed. So I feel like all of this negativity, combined with the fact that the community felt unappreciated, completely led to this insane kind of confluence of negative events. And it's a real shame that this happened, but I just really wish we'd gotten some avenue of open communication with miHoYo out of it. That's really what I wanted, and I feel like that's what the community really needed. Even if they were crying out for rewards as what they wanted, that's what I feel they really needed. But with all that said, I am kind of enjoying the event. You know, with all that said, I think the event itself is pretty cute. Like, I loved getting to see Xinyan a little bit. I liked the whole Guoba thing. I liked, you know, hanging out with the Leeway characters. So, the event is cute, and the little web event did make me feel good. It wasn't what I wanted, and it didn't make me feel appreciated, but I did enjoy it, and it did warm my heart. For what it's worth. Hello everyone, it's Lord Yoshi here, and I just wanted to say thanks for watching. Please hit the like and subscribe buttons, and catch me on Twitch Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 12 p.m. Eastern. See you soon.